And good morning, the internet. Hello, everybody, and hello to my subscriber. And I've left my lodgings. Now, when I got to Serekunda, I was staying somewhere in the centre, and I lasted for 3 days, and I moved out because it was a bit infested. And there was a disco on one side which was playing music till 5:30 in the morning, and there was a mosque on opposite which was rather loud when it did call to prayers. So the first one was like 20 to 6 in the morning. So I looked around and I found a place just at the north of Serekunda called Anna's Guest House, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was clean, it was immaculate. Anna is so friendly, and her husband, and it's just got everything you want. And to be honest, I could have stayed there for a week, and it's even got a swimming pool. But anyway, I've just left, and I'm just on the outskirts, right at the very north of Serekunda, where they've got like these salt flats. But where am I going today? Well, today I'm heading about 10 miles north of me is the little port of Banjul. I'm going to catch the ferry there, and then I'm going to go north and I'm going to go into Senegal. And I'm heading for a place called, I don't know how to pronounce it really, Fouingu, I don't know. It's about 80 miles north into Senegal. I'm going to stay there maybe one night, maybe 2 nights, and then I'm going to head up then towards St. Louis for about maybe another 2 or 3 nights, and then I'll head into Mauritania. So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's early, and I'm going to try and get on the ferry. I think whatever time of the day you go on this Banjul Ferry, it's always going to be chaos anyway. So let the fun begin, and I'll speak to you later. Bye bye. Thank you. and I'm here at the Banjul Ferry, and I asked the question, what time is the next ferry? Soon, they said. Soon. So just got to be patient. Speak to you soon.
Driver, you can't know you know what's in it. Don't want to get it again. Are you there? They are again.
you.
Yo, man.
After you, sir. After you, sir. Thank you. Is this Senegal border or down there?
This is Senegal, border Senegal. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Border Senegal.
Thank you.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to to handle it all on my own, on my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own, on my own.
And hello the internet and everyone that's following me, and hello to my subscriber. Well, that was a day and a half. Today I decided to head north, so I was up and ready quite early today, and by 8:30 I was in Banjul waiting for the ferry. Nice and early, get a quick ferry, get across, and I can make some miles. And I finally got on the ferry at about 11 and we left at about 11:30. But gosh, what an experience. They got all the vehicles on and they really packed you together. And at one point I was there and a bus came on and there was probably an inch between the pannier and the bus. Then a van came beside me and he actually brushed against the panniers. It was that close. And I had to get off the bike and more or less climb over the bike to get off. But as soon as you let the vehicles on, they just let all the people on. And there was hundreds and hundreds of people just come onto the ferry and they just go anywhere in between all the vehicles, every spare inch of space. Because once we got going, I thought, I'll go for a wander. And I managed to take some pictures just as we were leaving. And I went back to the bike to take my jacket back, but I couldn't get out again. I was just hemmed in. There was that many people. But anyway, we finally got to the other side, and then trying to get out of the ferry terminal, that was crazy as well, because as soon as they opened the gates for the ferry, everyone just rushed forward, and the vehicles, everyone's wanting to get off first, and it was mayhem really. And then we got down to the main gates where the ferry terminal, so everyone's trying to get out and people are trying to get in as well. Oh, it was absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. But anyway, I finally got away from the ferry ports, started going north, and getting that breeze, because by the time I left it had gone up to 40 degrees, so it was quite hot. And it's, although you think, oh, I can stop for a while and maybe get a breeze under a tree or something, it's actually cooler to keep riding because you just got this breeze coming over you. But saying that, even the breeze is hot. It was so I just kept on going. Anyway, not long after I left Barra, the place called Barra, I thought, oh, I'll put my music on. I had a look, and then my module had gone. Someone had stolen the module off my helmet. Now my helmet, when I got off the bike, there was a truck just in front, and I put my helmet down on the flatbed. So I was here, and the helmet was there, and I'm looking around, and there was a guy who was sat on the flatbed, and he was just looking at my helmet at one point, and I didn't think anything of it. Anyway, when we got to the ferry port, when we got to Barra, it's strange, I keep calling it, it's called Barra, and I get it confused with there's a place in Scotland called Barra as well. But yeah, but I was so busy looking around, the helmet was there. But yeah, the modular gone, so going through Mauritania and through the Western Sahara is going to be fun without any music, because it is completely and utterly boring. And the only thing that keeps you going really is music. Well, it does me anyway. Anyway, started heading north, got to the border post, which is about 10 miles away from the ferry. And then we had some more fun because I went through on the Gambian side, and he wouldn't give me an exit stamp because he said I had the wrong stamp in my passport. And then after a while, after a financial discussion, he stamped my passport and I left. And then I went to the Senegalese side, and that was easy, straight through, no problem at all. I even had my fingerprints taken. And yes, all told, I mean, the Senegalese side took about 20 minutes, but on the Guinea side, Gambian side, it took about 45 minutes really, a lot of faffing around. I mean, as soon as I got there, I parked the bike, and then a guy says, no, you can't park there, park over there. So I moved it, and another guy says, you can't park there, so I moved it again, and he ended up in the same place that I started with. Chaos really, but I finally got away from the borders anyway, and I started heading north, and it was great, and it was good to get this breeze. But by the time I got away from the border post, it was gone lunchtime, and I looked down at the console, and it was 41 degrees. Oh, it was baking, absolutely baking. Even the breeze was hot, and I kept having to stand on the pedals just to get some air through my jacket. So we got going, and then at one stage I got to turn off to head to where I am now, a place called Fuingu. I can't remember what it's called. And this is what I was making for really. And I got here, and I was supposed to do camping here, but she says no camping. So I've taken a room. And to be honest, I'm glad that I had, because I was just too hot, tired, exhausted, and worn out really to get the tent up. So I've got a nice room, it's got a big fan, it's cool, it's got a shower that is great. I got under the shower for about 10 minutes, cold shower, and it was absolutely divine. And the room's costing me about £15 for the night, which is fantastic, and that includes breakfast as well. And I've just been for a meal now, and it was beautiful. There was rice, and then prawns, and then it was like sauerkraut really. It was like onions and cabbage with really tangy vinegar. Oh, it was beautiful. There was a salad as well, and that cost, what did that cost? That cost 3,500 francs, which is £3.50, nearly £4. Fantastic, absolutely superb. So it's been a long day today. I've only done about 80 miles, and it's not much, but it's really been a long, a hot, and a frustrating day. The ferry terminal, at one point by about 10:30, I was thinking, shall I just turn around now and leave, ride about 100 miles, take the bridge, and then go on the border that way, or shall I stick it out? And at one point I was getting my jacket on and my helmet on, and the guy on the gate says not long now. So I hung around, and about an hour later, another half hour later, I finally got onto the ferry. But I've never seen a ferry so full of people. Once all the cars were on and they allowed the people through the gates, it was just like you know, you see a football match that when they open the gates and everyone comes out, it was just like that. And they're all carrying things on the head, carrying bales, suitcases, all sorts. And then they got on the ferry, and every spare bit of space was people jammed in there. And gosh. But the ferry didn't sound very well actually. There's lots of black smoke coming out of the exhausts. And one guy says the ferries keep breaking down because there's not enough money, which is a shame really. But that was it. And then I had the fun of the border post. It's funny, the guy who was talking to me with the stamp, just across the corridor there was these cells, proper cells with bars, and there was guys inside, and I thought, no, I'm not going to start being awkward here because I could end up in the cells. But anyway, I got out of it eventually, and it was good. But and when I started coming to this direction, I did a turn off, and they're making a new road, so you had to use the old road, and it was a dirt road, so I did about 17 miles on a dirt road. Fortunately, there was only a few sandy bits because these Stroms and sand don't mix because of all the weight, basically. But yeah, I had a few interesting moments, but 17 miles, and by the end of it, I'd lost all joy of standing on the pedals and going over bumpy bits. I just wanted to get here, get all my gear off, get into a shower, and just lie on the bed for a while to cool down. But anyway, I'm here. I'm heading north. I'm in Senegal. Tomorrow I'm heading up towards St. Louis, which is about a 180-mile ride. So it'll take me best part of about 4 hours, really, I suppose. Just depends on the traffic. And I'm heading for a place called Zebra Bar. I'm going to stay there for a couple of nights. They've got a beach there, so I'm going to might do a few days of R&R, rest and relaxation. But also with the Zebra Bar, it's quite cool because there's lots of shade. So you can put your tent under the trees, so there's lots of shade. And they also do meals, and the meals are quite good, and there's Wi-Fi there as well. And they've got hot showers, which is, when you're on the road, that's the one thing you start missing is a hot shower. Anyway, that's me. I'm in Senegal now. I'm starting to make my journey north, and I'll still keep putting the videos up. Every time I do another hop, I'll put another video out there. But anyway, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm heading north, so thanks for watching. Thanks for all the messages, thanks for all the thumbs ups, and just thanks for watching. So I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.